Alright, welcome back. I am at my foundry. In the last episode I unlocked phase 2 of the space elevator. And as a result I have these new milestones. 3 of 4 of those items. It's not an issue. We can make these encased beams pretty easily. Excuse me. In fact, I've got enough pipes. I think I'm making them somewhere. And we have motors. I can't remember how you make motors. Let me just fire a constructor down and have a look. I have a sneaky suspicion it's not in a constructor. No, it'll be an assembler, won't it? So motors need rotors and stators. 10 per minute equals 5 per minute. Now, I believe a rotor is made using iron and the stators are made using steel and copper. So this produces stators at a rate of 5 per minute. This produces... so that's only using half of them. I could easily split this off, which is, I'm guessing, was what I assumed I was going to do at some point. This looks like a splitter. I don't even remember placing that. It needs 10 per minute, but that's never going to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'll fire down this assembler here, and I can just drop these rotors in. And we have the stators going in, and we just need some power, and we're golden. We've got a backlog of stators anyway, and we only need 50 of those, and I'm assuming that'll just fill up to about 50 or 100. So oil processing should be pretty easy to unlock. So the aim of the game now is can't say the fucking word. Automation. That means I'm gonna have to find more iron deposits and things. Probably delete that now. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to start automating some of these more advanced parts, especially things like versatile frameworks. And I think oil processing is going to help that a lot, because at the moment I can run tractors backwards and forwards, but I've only got solid biofuel to run them off, which means I'd still have to manually go out and chop down trees and leaves and all that kind of stuff to feed them. With oil processing, I think I can get crude oil, and I can make actual liquid fuel, which will constantly replenish. So I could have my vehicles getting constantly fueled, which would be a good thing. And you've got this ramp that just takes you to death. I still don't understand why that hurts you. Oh god. I'm in a cloud of toxic fumes. So while I'm back at this factory, I will just drop off some of the resources I've got for the space elevator. Not space elevator, the milestone. We're quite a bit off of getting phase 3 of the space elevator. I don't have any copper sheeting on me, but there's definitely going to be copper sheeting down at the old copper factory. And here it is. So I think pretty soon I'm going to have to relocate the hub and everything. This is no longer that close to everything else. So we just need those motors, and then we're good. I'll fire the ones I've got in. Or 30. So once we've got that, we can extract the oil, refine it, and then we can make, what the hell is petroleum coke? Okay, it's like a coal replacement. We'll pick up some more rotors, take them back to the factory. I do have quite a lot. Now, iron is usually quite a common material to be found in the game, so I could probably get the components I need by building like mini iron factory. And back at the foundry, let's see how many motors we have made. We've got another 35. Okay, that's enough. That's all I need. I may as well keep this thing going and drop in another 100. Stators are going to be the thing that backs up. Oh god, I almost drove off there. Right, back to the hub. I'm going to have to move the hub here, I think. That being said, crude oil is what I'm going to need next, and I have no idea where the crude oil deposits. We'll be quite excited about making an oil refinery. That's really the future, isn't it? That's what we have now. Everything, all our logistics is run off of it. Even if you don't like it, it's just life. Alright, here we go. Oil processing. In the bank.
Milestone reached. Oil acquisition and refining unlocked. Oil-based products can now be made.
Sweet.
The byproducts of oil refinement can be used after further processing, as seen in the refinery.
Okay, I wonder what the byproducts are.
This is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
So select a new milestone. I think logically we should probably just go for the next one, industrial manufacturing, to get those trucks. Right, so can I scan for oil? I can. Not a great sign. They are very far away. So I'm guessing it's production. What's that? Right, so the refinery... oh, you need motors for the refinery. I'm just going to place one to see what options you get. That is a big piece of equipment. I didn't expect it to be that big. So here's what we can make. We can make plastic. So all we need is crude oil to make plastic. So we get heavy oil residue. So you get plastic and heavy oil residue, and that makes... Okay, so you can turn that into fuel or petroleum coke. Residual plastic. So that needs water and polymer resin. Man, this is going to get confusing. Right, well, let's destroy this. So rotors are going to become very important, because we're going to need a lot of motors to make these oil extractors and things. So let's just say we need one. We need 15 motors per oil extractor. And if we add 3 refineries to that, then you're going to need 45 motors in total. So it looks like I'm going to have to automate the motor making process. Oh god, I just realised I made the side of that a different colour and I never finished it. It's horrific. I'll scan for oil again when I'm closer to the foundry. Hopefully we'll find one a bit closer, because the other one was like 1,000+ meters to the south there. Looks like this is still going. And we've got a bunch of encased beams. Right, let's scan for some more oil. Okay, we've got 700 meters in that direction. It's not looking like it's very common to have pure nodes. It looks like mostly impure. Or it is in this area anyway. I'll fire over here, have a look. Should be about time to finish this bridge off, I guess. Here we are. Holy shit, he just spawned right in front of me. I'll just run him over. I've hit him a few times with the old... Oh god. Screen stuttered there. Right, he's in my way. I'll get this corpse out of here. So, the oil extractor sits on the oil, I guess. I wonder what kind of production we'd be looking at. It takes 40 megawatts to power it. I was going to stick a biomass burner down, then I realised, nope, that's not going to happen. And I'm assuming that's just a pipe. So we just add a pipeline to that. And that says the maximum flow rate 600 meters, I don't know, it's 3 cubed, meters cubed. So let's say oil would go in that way, I'm guessing. Jesus, size of that. I'm not really sure what you put in there. So 30 per minute. Ah, right, okay, I see. So that's like a solid. So if I wanted to create fuel, you would create fuel and polymer resin. So that would punt out 30 per minute. And then you could put that into another one, pump water into it and make more plastic. Okay, I see. So you can do stuff with the residue. That's pretty cool. And with the heavy oil residue, we can actually basically make the coal. We could basically run a coal factory off of that as well. So it's going to be self-sustaining in a way. Now, if I remember rightly, it said there was a couple around here. There's quite a few hatchers around here. Just going to clear this area out. So I think this is another impure. And then we have another one just over in that direction, which I think is the normal one. But that's down there. That's a nice area though. Let's see if there's iron around. Well, that sucks ass. Apparently there's sulfur. Oh, it's miles away as well. I'll place this other oil extractor down. I guess the only thing for it right now is to get power here. And then we'll figure out what we're doing from there. Which means road building. So I'll get on the road building. And I'll get back to you once that job is done. To catch you up on what I've been doing, I've kind of built this road that takes us into where the oil deposits are. I've got the oil extractor on top of the foundations I've laid. I'm going to do the same over that one. But first of all, I want to get some power here just to test this. So I'm going to have to run a cable, and I'm hoping I have enough wire. It was a little difficult to run a road over here. I gave up with that road and connected it to my quartz factory. Now I just have to figure out a way of getting power down. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. Oh god. I should really put something there. That's really dangerous. Maybe put this gate hole. It's not as much, but it's enough for the moment. Right, so we have the power running over here. So we could have one of these as a double wall outlet. So if we just pop that in there. There we are. Just run out here. And rebuild that wall. Now we should be able to just run a cable straight down to the side. Yeah, that's going to be really dangerous. So what I'll do is I'll build some ramps. It's just like sort of one adjacent like that. That should hopefully give me enough room. I don't know if I like that actually. There we go. We just have to run this cable along as much as possible. I think I'm definitely going to run out of resources because I've not got much pipe left. Always makes me nervous when I jump across. And we're just going to hook that up there to the oil refinery for now. See what happens. I don't really know much about how much it generates. 60 meters cubed per minute. I'm guessing that's not great. So I'm assuming it's exactly the same as other resources. So 60, 120 and 240. Let's put in our refinery. We'll see what that gets us then. So that can take it in at 30 per minute and that's producing at 60. So I can effectively run 2 of these and I get plastic, which I need, and heavy oil residue. Oh, that's all I need for industrial manufacturing is plastic and rubber. So what's the equivalent of a splitter? Did you just put down like a pipeline with a... Oh yeah. Oh, you got pipeline. You get pipelines with I've got an idea. So if we put one refinery there and another refinery... Nope, can't do that because I need rotors. Anyway, the plan was to put a cross junction here and then run a pipe. There we go. So that's pumping... God damn. So to get fuel I need to do... only one of these is going to work because it's 60 per minute. Which might be fine because I'm going to have 2 of these. So I have this one pumping out the plastic. I don't need residual plastic. Do need water though. This seems to be working. I'm not quite sure how this works. I think this is full. Okay, so it's backing up a little bit now. So that makes 20 plastic and it makes heavy oil residue. Right, I'm going to have to get some metal rods and also the rotors. Motors, not rotors. I'm quite happy with this so far. This is probably going to go quite well. May as well lay the road down a bit on my way back. I'm genuinely excited about getting the oil, but I'm going to have to figure out how to pump water into a refinery unless I build a refinery down by water and just have gravity operate the pipes. That way I don't need to pump it, I don't think. I think gravity works if the pipe's going down now. I definitely need to tidy up my roads because they're a little bit messy, they're all hovering in place. Apparently I'm being attacked, but I don't know by what. Right, back. Can't believe I ran out of rods. That's not something I've had to pick up for quite a long time. I'll get some iron plates from here. Right, so the other thing we have to pick up is motors. In fact, how much copper do I have? If we're going to be using pipe again, I'm definitely probably going to have to top up my copper supplies. Oh crap. What even happened there? What's going on? It's got a mind of its own. I swear to God. Jesus, it takes me about like 100 pieces of biofuel now to traverse the map. I don't need biofuel now actually, now I think about it. I can actually generate real fuel. I wonder if I can get this to join up actually. Just for the moment, make it easier going up and down. It looks like I might just join up. Oh, that'll work. How are we doing? So we've got 100 plastic. So we've got the heavy oil residue, but we can't remove it. Can I delete it? You can delete it. Okay. I wonder if you can have that automatically delete? I wonder if there's a way of wastaging something you don't want. Has to be. If I can manually do it, then surely there's a way of doing it like that. Shit, I forgot to get motors. Right, we are back. We've got plenty of motors now. So, we want to make rubber as well. So we can actually have a refinery on either side of this. Now, I believe this is pumping out at 60 per minute. So if I set this to rubber, we're going to create 20 per minute of the heavy oil residue. 1 per minute, 10 per minute, that's 30. So I put another refinery down here, let's just say here. So we pump the residual oil in there, junction in there. Hopefully it can pump the oil into there. That'll be residual fuel. It'll only be getting at 4 per minute or whatever, half of that, but I guess it's better than absolutely nothing. So this should produce rubber and heavy oil residue. This will produce plastic and heavy oil residue. Then the heavy oil residue should go into here, which makes fuel. Then we can't actually use that. We need, there's like an organization thing. Was it transport? There was something that lets you bottle it up basically. Maybe I haven't unlocked it yet. So there's not really much I can do about the residue because I can't bottle it at the moment, like, other than scrap it, which is kind of annoying. That being said, I believe if I build a truck station, no, it needs to be solid fuel, it needs to be packaged. Right, so all I really need is 200 plastic, 200 rubber, 100 motors, and 1,000 wire cable, which I think I've got 1,000 cables sitting maybe in my old base. So I'll just let these work through. Then I'll go hand in the milestone. I like how there's fire coming at the top. Right, I have all the rubber and plastic that I need. It's time to go turn in this milestone and see what I get unlocked for that. I just need to pick up 100 motors before I head back. I'm almost there. I still have 13 motors. I'll also need to pick up a bunch of cable, but I should have 1,000 cable. Like, I should have a container full of cable. I'm hoping this next tier allows me to unlock the ability to package the fuel, so I can start using the fuel. I can maybe even use this jetpack. That'd be cool, because I've had it for ages, and it's been unusable. Right, got all the motors. Should really put more sort of turning areas. I think it's definitely time to move the hub. There's not really any point in me having it this far away anymore. Right, I'll dump off the rotors. It's just the wire that I need now. In fact, I'll just jump down and get it. I need 1,000. That's not going to work. Don't have enough inventory space. Okay, so they come in 200s. So 4, 6, 8, 1,000. Nice. I do kind of need some for myself though. Okay, the exciting bit. Time to set it off and get some new unlockables.
Milestone reached. The manufacturer increases production complexity. A critical look at production line logistics and efficiency is recommended during integration.
So we get the manufacturer.
The truck allows for increased efficiency in transportation, automated or otherwise. New project parts enable progress to the next phase.
There's no new things in logistics. Transport. So we have trucks now. Oh, look at that. That big boy. I'm not even sure that's going to fit on my roads. Is it? Yeah, it will. Just. Didn't unlock as much as I was kind of hoping there. Yeah, it's this one that I need. Alternative fluid transport. It's not too bad. It looks like I'm going to need a lot of these heavy modular frames, which means I'm going to have to figure out a way of making it. So I can make modular frames by hand, but I ran out of steel pipe. Alright, well, I'll call that a day here because there's quite a lot I've done there. It took me a long time to get up to the oil deposit and get that all set up. It's not much at the moment, but it's pretty cool that it's producing oil and potentially fuel. So if I can get this alternative fluid transport finished in the next one, that would be great, because it means I now have an alternative source of fuel and I can start automating, maybe start using these tractors and things to transport goods. So I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.